am so honored. I am so honored. You all do not know how great and amazing this man is. Should I call you doctor or should I call you Colonel Shabazz, sir?
You can just call me Chaplain.
Yes. You all, I got a series of questions. I'm going to do a beautiful interview with Colonel Shabazz, Chaplain Shabazz. He is the first commissioned Islamic chaplain.
That's right.
And we are so proud and happy, especially me,
Thank you.
to find out and know more about yourself. So I'm going to start off. I'm going to do a little egg icebreaker, you know, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Sir, what's your favorite MRE meal?
Well, they have, I don't know if you know, they got halal MREs.
Oh, they do?
So we were the first Muslims to come in, and so we got our own meals. They call halal meals for Muslims. They call permissible meals for Muslims. So
I never got one of those. I need
to be Muslim.
I gotta go to Supply.
So you can go to Supply. They got a 90-day supply. Just put the NSN in there. You can get halal MREs. They great too. They great too.
I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna tell you if it's good, man. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna do a video trying it. Yeah. Also, question number 2. If you had to compare your leadership style to a character from a movie, what movie would it be and why?
What movie would it be? My character would be Denzel Washington in Training Day. I know that's crazy, right?
What? He was the bad guy.
He was the bad guy, but if you understand who I am, like I'm the first Muslim chaplain, so sometimes people do a lot of disrespect of me because I'm Muslim. I've been in 20 years, and they see the crescent, and they think that I'm fighting for the enemy and all that kind of stuff. So if I could do a character, I would be Denzel Washington. You remember the scene?
I put cases on.
That's
That's
right. If I could be that, that's what I would be. But since I'm the chaplain, I'd be like, God bless you.
That's illegal. I like that. I like it.
That's right.
Sir, what's the weirdest piece of advice you ever received from a soldier?
The weirdest piece of advice that I've received from a soldier is that I need to be more chaplain-like.
What does that mean?
Well, you know, most people think I'm just a little bit too out there, you know, a little bit too loud, a little bit too showy, you know, talking about my degrees and my career and stuff all the time. That's weird because most people don't even know chaplains. Nobody even comes to see chaplains because, you know, maybe they're a little weird sometimes. But by me being out, me being on the internet, people get to see me, talk to me. I get to meet people like you. You got my first coin from USAPAC.
I did get the first coin.
That's right. So, you know, me making myself approachable, I think it works. Now, I could stay in the back. I could be bougie. I could take my degrees. I can go sit on my couch and tell people how great I am. But that is not what a chaplain is supposed to be. A chaplain is supposed to be a person that helps people. So I don't know if you know it or not. I put 81 people through officer school. What's the first thing I asked you?
You told me about it. I want to be number 82, y'all.
That's right. So I go out and try to do that and help soldiers. I live my life to help soldiers. Yeah.
I like that. I respect it. I like the chaplain you are, though.
Thank
so
you.
Don't take that soldier advice. Keep it. We like the way he is. I love it.
Thank you.
Number 4. If you could create a new Army tradition, what would it be?
The Army tradition would be for people like me. When I say people like me, people who are of rank, to spend a day or two with soldiers who are E5 and below.
I think they're going to love that one.
I think it's important, you know, because you don't know my story, but maybe you know my story. I was an hour away from suicide, and I was on extra duty. I just received my second Article 15. Sergeant Major comes down, and he takes my hand, and he says to me, man, I'm going to get teary eyed, but
they'll make me cry.
He said, you know, you are more than your poor self-esteem. You know, you are more than your poor self-worth. And I believe in you. And when he said he believed in me, it gave me confidence to be something in life. And so I spent all of my time trying to make him proud.
You're going to make me cry. And what was his name?
His name is Command Sergeant Major Jonathan Ballard.
Oh, you still remember his name to this day?
Absolutely. And that's part of the reason I do what I do, because, you know, it means the world to a soldier for me to walk up in the PX, full bird colonel, and say hi to them. Can I help you? with anything. Give them my number. Did I give you my number?
He did.
And say, anything you need, let me help you with. It means the world to soldiers. So if I could change something for a day, that's what that'd be.
I really appreciate that. That was from the heart too.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, don't get me emotional, sir. Sir, have you ever had a moment where you accidentally used military jargon in civilian settings
Always.
and got funny looks?
No, I'm 100% soldier, right? So if people say something to me, I say, who, Roger that or whatever. It's hard for me being an authentic person to change who I am once I'm in the civilian world. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
So yeah, that's who I am. I use it all the time.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
What's the funniest nickname you've been given or heard in the Army?
Well, they call me the MRE officer.
The MRE because of how I...
No, because it's got a crescent on the MRE. You never looked at it, right?
Oh my gosh, I gotta read that.
Yeah, the guy thought I was the MRE officer. Just recently, they asked me if I'm in the Space Force. And do I work for NASA? Because you won't see any of these. There's only 5 of us in the Army.
Oh, is there any other branch like Air Force?
I think it's 1 in the Air Force, and there are no more in the Navy.
Wow, what's crazy? I know you said it's 5. You the only one I met that's size of 5.
You probably won't see another one your whole career.
Oh wow.
I mean, we too spread out. You know what I'm saying? So they put us in different regions so we can take care of the different populations.
And you said you are the USARPAC chaplain over the whole Pacific.
Yeah, I'm the USARPAC command chaplain, so that means I am the top chaplain in USARPAC. So all of the chaplains that you see, they fall under USARPAC, and that means I'm the top guy.
He's the top dog.
Whoa! Whoa!
Can you get promoted to general? Can a general be a chaplain?
There are 2 generals. One is a 1-star, and the other one is a 2-star. There has never been, obviously, a Muslim chaplain to be a general officer, because I'm the first person that has made it to this rank of colonel.
He the first colonel.
I'm the first person first Muslim to be a division chaplain, first Muslim to be a colonel, first Muslim to work at a 1-star command, first Muslim to work at a 2-star command, first Muslim to work at a 3-star command, first Muslim to work at a 4-star command. So there's never been a Muslim general. So could I? Maybe.
I hope so.
Yeah, I hope so too.
He's top 2 and he ain't even number 2, y'all. He's first in everything. Yeah. Okay, that's really cool. Let me go. So now we just did the icebreaker questions. Want to make things, more personal. Question number 1. Can you share a bit about your background and what motivated you to join the Army?
Ooh, that's another tearjerker. So, molested at 10 years old by a family friend. When I got molested, it set off all kind of crazy stuff in me. So, just kind of shut down, right? Special education in 8th grade, failed the 9th grade, failed the 10th grade, and just when I was up on my feet again, I failed the 12th grade. So I had to go to summer school. I graduated, and I got to go to college because I got this big, humongous body. So I was an athlete. I went to college, but I was still drinking myself to sleep at night. And everybody who looked at me for more than 3 to 5 seconds, I just beat the hell out of them. I was, because I gotta be honest with you, I didn't know if I was a man or a woman. I got molested, and I didn't have any men in my house, so I lived with 5 women, right? And so you go into a school, you've been molested, so any of the guys who kind of looked at me, I thought they were trying to punk me. So I just beat them up, right? Well, that came to a head one night, probably year 3. They shot me in the back, beat me with a shovel. They were swinging it at my face, and I'm blocking it. I'm trying to block it.
Oh, you still got the marks.
I still got the marks. I'm trying to block it with my forearm. So I got deep cuts on me. They shot me in the back, and they flew me out to Tyler Medical Center, where I almost lost my life. So you come back. I came back from that after 6 months, right? So this is the part that gets tough. So I see the kids who shot me, right? And so this is the importance about having good friends. So my friends said, hey, eliminate him.
They told you to
my friends.
Kill him, eliminate him.
So they gave me a sawed-off shotgun, and they gave me a .45. So I'm going to do what guys do, right? They told me to do that. And it was one guy, I think God always sends one person for you. And he said, man, don't do that, man. Your mama's going to be disappointed in you, right? And so he stopped me from killing that guy that night, right? And so I'm here because he stopped me, you know, because I was going to kill him. I did beat him up. I beat him up.
He did something. I mean, he shot you in the back.
I beat him up pretty bad, but, you know, that's my background of just trauma. And so for me, every morning, getting up, going to the gym, being a good soldier, inspiring people, that's what gets me up. Because at the end of the day, my children are watching me. My grandkids are watching me. And so if I can get up every day after all of that trauma, maybe when my kids in their darkest hours, they say, man, my daddy got up, I can get up.
And somebody out here watching and hearing your story,
Of course.
they gonna hear that. And for you, you said you got airlifted to Tyler Medical Hospital. What state was that in, or city?
That's Texas.
Texas. So you from Texas?
I'm from Louisiana.
You from
As you can see,
Louisiana?
we're all
West
in
Saints.
That's
Yeah.
right. But I was in school in Texas.
And it happened in Texas.
That happened in Texas.
It's still Louisiana and Texas in the South, but you probably got some viewers from the South.
Yeah.
Somebody battling molestation,
Yes.
sexual abuse, assault,
That's right.
and they probably feel as though they don't have a way out, or they want to kill somebody or eliminate somebody.
That's right.
And your story, because what happened back then, that's what I love about you.
Yeah.
Because what the phrase is, it's not about how you start, it's about how you finish.
That's right.
Because he said you failed to what? 8th grade, 9th grade,
That's
10th
right.
grade.
That's right.
He got 2 doctor's degrees. What? 4 masters? Bachelor's degree?
That's right.
That ain't nothing but God. I don't know what it is.
God. I mean,
Or do you say Allah? Do you say God?
God and Allah is the same thing. One is in Arabic and one is in English.
Oh, so Allah is Arabic.
Allah is just an Arabic word for God. Like Elohim is a Hebrew word for God. Jah is an African word for God. Right? But in English, it just means God.
And you speak Arabic.
والشمس والضحاها والقمر إذا جلاها والنهار إذا جلاها والليل. Yes, I
I
speak
love
Arabic.
that. You can sing in Arabic too. It sounds good.
That's right. Thank you.
That's pretty cool. I wish I could. I need to learn something.
I learned that at 29.
Oh, you look very young too.
I'm pretty young. I'm 55.
You are young. You are young. You said you've been in how many years? 28?
33.
33.
I've been married 33 years. I've been in the military 33 years. I wanted to come in the military to get some discipline and be able to be a good husband and a good father to my children.
That's good. I bet they're so proud of your wife and your
I hope they're proud of me.
I just know that.
I hope they're proud of me.
If I'm proud, I didn't even grow with you. I know they are. I know they are.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. So question number 2. What has been the most rewarding experience of your military career?
The most rewarding experience is to get to see people cross over from enlisted to officer. I got to be honest with you. They invite me to their ceremonies. I go speak at their ceremonies, and to pull, I won't say kids, but to pull young soldiers who sit on my couch in tears, who can't even get up to have self-esteem, and I raise them up after 2 or 3 years. They go to school and they become officers. Phenomenal for me. I do that over and over, and that's my life mission, to make sure. If I got to keep bringing you back to you. What was the first question? What you doing in school? What you want to be an officer? Take my number. That's the question that I ask soldiers over and over and over.
You gotta make me I want to be number 82. Make me number 82.
That's right. That's right.
How do you balance the demands of your role with personal time and family time?
Well, you know, I think most people waste 8 hours a day, right?
Mm-hmm.
Most people waste 8 hours a day. So I took a different approach because I wanted to be in my kids' life. I wanted to be a good husband to my wife. So I get up at 3:30 in the morning and I go to the gym. So I get all my PT stuff done. I come home, I take me a little 20-minute nap, and then if my kids had to go off to school, I'll make sure I'm up with them. The wife is cooking, I'm putting them clothes on, stuff like that. So that part is done. I go to work, and at lunch, when most people kind of lollygagging off, I'm typing on papers, right, to make sure I got my education. That's how I got all those education. I've been in school for 25 straight years.
Do you get tired of it?
I do, and it's boring. However, if you talk about breaking generational curses, you got to be the person to break them.
So did your family go to college and get degrees? Are you the first doctor in your family?
I'm the first doctor in my family, but I made sure my wife got a good degree. She went to school at night. She got her degree. My daughter's got degrees. My son got degrees. Yeah.
Y'all, excellence in your family. Black excellence.
Well, yeah, absolutely. But I think you got to set the standard for that. It's just not going to haphazardly happen. You know, it's like we tell our kids to read, right? And they see you watching TV all that day. You tell them how important education is, but they see you watching TV all day. They saying, yeah, Mom, that TV is important. Reading is not, right? And so if you set the standard, kids want to follow you, right? You got 3 babies, right?
I do.
Yeah, I know, because I watch your videos, right? So those kids are going to imitate you because they don't know nothing else to do. So either they're going to imitate you or rebel against you. And so we set a standard in our house, just simple stuff. We give you a book every Sunday. You do a presentation to us. Whatever you could take whatever the book you want, but you got to read. And so we're teaching you 2 lessons. You got to read, and then second of all, you'll be used to standing up in front of people reading every Sunday. So we're teaching them. We're putting an environment of learning to ensure when they stand up in front of our audience, they know what they're doing.
I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna try that with my kids.
You should.
I'm gonna start that this week.
Yeah, you should. It doesn't matter what they read. They're gonna stand up there. You're their audience, and you are ensuring that they can do and be what you want them to be.
I like that. I respect that a lot. I respect you, Elijah. I really do.
Thank you very much.
Can you describe a challenging situation you faced and how you overcame it?
Well, being the first of anything can be very challenging. I'm a very excitable person, as you can see. Yes. I'm an extrovert of extroverts. So I just became an officer. I'm a captain. I'm walking my first battalion, and I'm so hyped. Sir, my name is Chaplain Shabazz. He wouldn't shake my hand. He says, I'm sure you're a nice guy, but we got some problems with your religion, how you guys treat women. Have a nice day. So he didn't talk to me for 9 months. Oh. I went to my car and I cried. I'm a sensitive person too, even though I'm a big man, because I like people that like me and I like to like people. I went to my car and I cried and I said, you know what? I'm not here for him anyway. I'm here for these soldiers. That's why I became a chaplain. So you probably won't hear me going around quoting 10,000 scriptures and, handing out Bibles or Qurans. I'm here to help people. So that was my mission. And I'm glad that happened because it made me realize I'm here for these soldiers. And so I went out and did my soldier thing. And after 9 months, to his credit, he came in front of the battalion, gave me a coin, and he said, I have wronged this officer.
Oh, he rewrote his wrongs.
Well, I helped him do that because I was effective. So sometimes we get so in our feelings because people discriminate against us, sexism, racism, discrimination. Go out and do your thing. There's an old saying, my dear niece, it says, some of the strongest people in the morning cry themselves to sleep at night. Cry yourself to sleep at night, get up in the morning, come do your freaking job. Because I believe, personally, you can transform those people who don't like you by just being excellent at your job. And they'll never have to like you, by the way. But as long as they're fair on their paper and you get to your next place.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like this, y'all. It's being good. What qualities do you believe are essential for someone to succeed in the military?
Absolute grit.
Grit. What do you mean?
And grit mean not grits from Louisiana that you throw on people.
I love some grits.
I love grits with some sugar on it.
Sugar and butter.
You gotta have sugar and butter.
Yes.
If you don't eat sugar and butter, first of all, you're not even a person.
Thank you. People be talking about salt and pepper and cheese.
No, man, please.
Sugar and butter. Sugar and butter.
But what I mean is, you came in the military for a reason. Everybody got their reason. Whether you came for college, whether you came for your kids, whether you came for whatever. That has to be your sole reason, right? When I'm doing a PT test, I'm trying to pass because I came in for my wife and kids. When I'm going to school, I came in for my wife and kids, right? So I'm not thinking about anything but making sure that I'm successful for them, And so when I'm in basic training, I can't shoot because I can't see. You know, I pull out my wife and kids' pictures, start crying, and then I just stayed out there all day until I passed. You know what I'm saying? It's not that you ain't gonna get angry. It's not that you're not gonna be mad. It's not that you're not gonna be frustrated. But why the heck did you come in? That's your purpose. You can't get mad. You can get mad at the people, but you get out, and then what happens? You got some more people you're gonna be mad at.
Yes.
Right? It's not really about the Army. I know it's crazy you say a colonel sitting here telling you this. It's not really about the Army. It's about you and what your goals are. The Army benefits from that, but guess who benefits more?
Me.
You.
Okay, how has your leadership style evolved over the years, and what is your take on social media in today's Army? So you can ask the first question, then the second.
My leadership has evolved over the years because at first, honestly, I was so against what the Army didn't do instead of becoming the leader that I wanted to become so I can change some of those things, right? But just by leadership alone. You know, it's an old saying, your leadership is a sermon, be careful how you preach it, right? You can't change anything until you come in charge. So I used to get frustrated with my platoon sergeant because he did certain things. Or my section sergeant because he did certain things. I was an E4 and I was like, why did he do this? Well, he don't care about it, da da da. So I started doing correspondence course. I started going to school. I became an E5. So then I became in charge of people. And then I did it how I wanted to do it.
I like that. You said you started off as a private too.
I was a private.
From private to colonel.
From private to colonel, right?
You started from the bottom.
Now I'm here.
I love it.
That's right. That's right.
I like it.
That's right.
I like it.
But yeah, I went in. So, like, if like, say when the soldier needed to go to the field, or so I couldn't go to the field. Yeah, somebody couldn't go to the field, or they needed a hospital appointment. So I just took care of that. I vouched for them. Say, hey, I got them. They're accounted for. So, but you can't do that if you're not in charge. You see what I'm saying? So,
I do.
So,
Hold on. I like how you took care of the soldiers too.
Yeah.
Also, what is your take on social media in today's Army?
I think social media is great, right? But I think soldiers need to use it in a context where they're helping people, or if it's funny, like your videos are funny. But you got to be aware of the people who don't like them.
I got a lot of people who don't like mine.
Right. So that's why you have to stay within those limits. I got 1.3 billion views on my social media. So people are looking for me to mess up. People are looking for me to do something dumb in uniform. My friend's battalion commander, he got relieved because he had the word the N-word in the uniform. Somebody turned his video in. He got relieved. And so he called and said, you know, this ain't fair. You know, other people. I said, listen, bro, it ain't. If you want fair, go to the fair. I mean, I gotta be honest with you. If you in this uniform, I would caution any soldier to just keep it strictly clean, because when they come after you, it's over for you.
I'm getting scared, man.
Well, you should be. I mean, honestly, and I gotta be honest with you, because when you're in this uniform, you represent the United States, and so whatever you got in the background, if somebody don't like you, they just turn it in. They got an investigation, and if you got multiple videos like that, they can take you down. They really can.
So eye-opening for the ones watching.
Yeah, no, it's important. I got a battalion commander friend that got relieved, 2 majors, and a captain. All of my friends, and they all got relieved because of TikTok. That's why if you see all my videos, they're about weightlifting, they're about quotes, they're about. I rarely even do funny stuff because I don't do a lot of stuff in uniform, but if I'm in uniform, I'm 10,000% careful.
That makes sense too, because you got a lot to lose.
Well, we all do.
Well, we do.
Yeah, I mean, you got.
But they'll put you on the Army time.
Well, I'll be in Army
versus
time.
me.
For sure.
Yeah, if you on the.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll be on Nightline News.
Yes. Reported live.
CNN.
Mine to be swept under the rug. Yours to be blasted everywhere.
That's true. The former used to pack chapel.
They have a picture of you on the time.
Hey, I'll be in there like.
Yeah, they be using the most off-guard pictures of these people.
That's right.
Yeah, so sir, what advice would you give to someone considering a career in the military, sir?
100% do it.
I would too.
Well, you have to, because it is no other place in the nation that gives you this many opportunities and to go to school, if you use it correctly, to go to leadership schools to grow and become, free education, free medical, free dental. People say, well, you got to go to war. Well, not if you choose the right job. If you're in the infantry, yeah, you're probably going to be kicking down some doors. But if you come in, you get good advice from people like me or you who've been in, you can tell people what job to choose. And you come in and get all of those benefits. I'm not saying you have to stay 20 years. You don't have to stay 20 years, but I think you should, at any organization you're in, whether you like it or not, you should get the most out of that organization, because it's not going to benefit you, it's going to benefit your kids.
That's true. I believe it. Can you share a memorable story from your time in service?
Man, I got so many memorable stories. I mean, just being who I am. I was in the Wall Street Journal.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
I was in the Washington Post, New York Times, Good Morning America, Dateline. I've been on a number of shows just because I'm breaking all of these glass ceilings. Army Times.
For good.
For good, right? And then
I meet a celebrity, y'all. I met a celebrity.
Yeah, and just, I was in Kuwait and I spoke to 6 million people. I was the guest speaker over in Kuwait. So it's been a lot of stuff. Honestly, it's a lot. I mean, but I'm grateful that I had the opportunity, really.
That's pretty cool.
No,
I'm talking to somebody. How do you stay motivated and focused during difficult times, sir?
I see your face. I see their faces. I see my children's faces. I see when I walk into a room, young people saying, damn, that's him.
I'm saying it.
Right?
I'm saying it.
You made me remember when I first met you in Hawaii. So what right do I have during difficult times? And God has allowed me to make it here, to pity myself when I got so many people that admire me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that gets me up every morning at 3 o'clock, and I'm in the gym by 3:30 because I'm making videos to make sure there's somebody out there one day who see their videos. I might save his life. There's got a guy on TikTok named Carly's dad, right? I always use this story, and he saw my video, and he said, man, thank you so much. I was thinking about suicide. I read your story. Now I'm not going to kill myself.
That's
Yeah, it is. I mean, so if God gives you an opportunity like this, yeah, times get pretty hard for me, as you can imagine.
yes.
But for me, I'm like, boy, so many people who would die to be in this position, and you whining. So that's what keeps me up.
I like that. What are your plans or goals after retiring from the military, sir?
Well, my ultimate goal is to be a college president of HBCU.
Hey, I always wanted to go to the HBCU.
Well, I know. You said you was going to pledge at HBCU.
Them D-man started eating me up. I thought I was shouting him out. I seen he's a cute dog. I wanted to be they say I can't say what I want to be.
Why?
I wanted to be your sister.
The Delta?
Yeah, oh, you said it, yeah.
Why you can't
But they say you're not allowed to say what you wanted to pledge. That's what they said in the comments.
Well, that's not. Well, people are funny about stuff, but when I told people I wanted to be Omega, of course the Omegas,